Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, New Persian Empire. Apparently that is my record key seems to be the factions map mode key as well. However, we're back in it again with more New Persian Empire even. Yesterday, or in the last episode if you were, we conquered the rest of we conquered the entirety of the Arabian Peninsula, which is Saudi Arabia, Yemen, and Oman. So we got 5 new states there in the last episode. And that was very, very beneficial to us because it gave us new manpower, it gave us new factories, and especially the new convoys and naval dockyards that we needed to continue. It is currently 12 o'clock on the 22nd of April 1939, and we are the New Persian Empire, starting off again. We need to build some more civilian factories because we don't have any more of our own at the moment. And yeah, I know that's probably a bad idea to just fill the entire place with actually, never mind. I will take some of these off because we need to be able to build synthetic refineries to get rubber rather than trading for it, so that we have more civilian factories that are not being used for trade. Now, we're trading again with the United States for some more aluminium, and we also need to get our National Guard moving in to garrison the rest of the new lands that we've just conquered. So let's get that done. Just as well, we need to get these guys moved over to here, and they need to start working on air superiority over Afghanistan. However, we don't have an air base over there, so I think we need to set one up. Next thing is getting all of this moved up. This should be a top priority, so let's get that up, and then these 3, and then that. So I just shift-clicked them in a backwards order that made the first one that I shift-clicked the bottom of the top priority ones. So yeah, infrastructure repair should be pretty quick, as well as building more civilian factories should be pretty quick as well. We're going to get our armies should be moving up, but I'm not sure. Let's say 17 divisions are assigned to that. Next is to draw the offensive line again. Probably a pretty bad idea to draw it like that, but at the same time it does give us some actual guidance for our troops. I have no idea how many troops they have in here, and right now we haven't been building any of the radar stations that we need. Apparently we've just been focusing on building these forts, which should have been built already. Great. So let's just cancel the production of those, and there we go. What we need to do is fix our recruitment. So these guys need to be deploying over here in Kerman and immediately assigning themselves to that order. Desert infantry needs to be coming in over here in Kerman as well and assigning to the same order, and these guys can assign to the National Guard being deployed in Hamadan. It gives us some freedom to move these guys around some more. What else do we have going on here? I don't know. 117 political power, and nothing really that we can do with that. So we're currently getting an extra tech slot. After that, I believe we'll be able to get modernized communications. However, we need to What's the one? Okay, we already have that extra research slot. Oh, reforming the judiciary is what triggered the Civil War before. Okay. So, before we reform the judiciary, we need to take all of these lands that rightfully belong to the new Persian Empire. Probably get Fortress Persia after reforming the judiciary, and there's quite a bit that we need to do before then, including modernizing telecommunications, which gives us some radar stations, a new tech slot, search for steel, and develop Saudi oil fields, which will give us some more shit and whatnot. We also need all of this. Add 2 synthetic refineries in Isfahan. Alright, so that's very beneficial to us because that'll allow us to have even more, I guess, automation? I don't know. Independence from foreign trade. We don't need a lot of foreign trade right now. What do we got here? Yeah, these guys are coming in. They can't reach to Afghanistan, so that is an issue. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I guess we can move this up here so that we can get that base up as soon as possible. And these guys are going to be moving up. Alright, so let's unpause the game here and wait for everyone to move up to the Afghani border. Or Afghanistani, I don't know what the proper adjective would be. Shinji and Japan have signed a white peace, meaning that they kind of just agree to stop fighting. That's basically all that is. While Japan is pushing even further into China. This should work out for the Japanese. They've got the provincial government of the Republic of China on their side, as well as the reformed government of the Republic of China, holding the original. I believe that's not. Nanjing would be their original capital, which would be somewhere over here. I don't know. Probably. But it looks like it's turning out pretty well for the Japanese. A look around, German Reich getting pretty large. Poland owns all of those lands, and it doesn't look like any fighting is going on in Europe other than that. We have some more political power that we can spend here, and I have no idea what we're going to spend it on. So let's look through all of these. We got political power cost, national unity as well. Daily fascism, communism support, daily political power gain would be nice, power in politics. Secular institutions gives us fascism and democracy support, but more democracy than fascism. This gives us more fascism than communism. Will of the people gives us communism and democracy. I believe personality cult would be a good one to get because it gives us more fascism support and cuts down on the support of democracy, but political power gain is also pretty good for us right now. So I believe we'll stick with the political power gain because we do have quite a bit of fascism support and communism and democracy aren't really a big deal at the moment. Other than that, we're going to unpause the game again and continue on with moving our troops to the border with Afghanistan. We're almost done with that, and it looks like we're getting all of our guys moving out to defend the new Persian Empire, which is a nice thing to have. So it looks like everyone is pretty much ready for the war. They have 1 of cavalry and 8 of regular infantry on the border. So now let's get everyone readied up to actually start pushing into Afghanistan. We don't really need a big... That's only 9 units that they have, so we don't need a really big army like what we have for that. In modernized telecommunications, that'll be helpful for us right now, and we need to get ZB-30, which is SMG. We're gonna have Grand Assault in a couple days, and we're gonna wait till we have that to push into Afghanistan. Great, wonderful, and we have Grand Assault now, so let's head for Mechanized Offensive to give us some benefits to Mechanized Infantry, which we will be having later on as we push into Turkey, hopefully. Maybe not by then, but surely after that we should have tanks and whatnot going around. So I believe everyone should be ready. Pretty much, yeah, it looks like it. So let's get this party started. We're going to not justify, but declare war with a conquer focus against Afghanistan. It says we have air wings and no mention, however, they cannot reach to Afghanistan right now. Oh, we did get our air base set up, so that's pretty good. Have these guys going into Afghanistan on their proper missions to ensure that we do win this war. Let's unpause the game, and it looks like we're winning already. Pushing into Afghanistan, they're trying to launch a counteroffensive, but it's not working too great for them as we push even harder into their territory. It looks like they don't have as many troops as would be beneficial to them, and we are going to win the war. And did they lose some troops there? No, it doesn't look like we killed any of their units. I don't know what this guy's doing. Why is he going in behind? I have no idea. Why are we not pushing up to Kabul? That would be very nice to push up to Kabul right now. Let's go. So we've got more military factories after conquering some of their land. What do we put them into? I suppose we should put them into more infantry equipment. And we don't have our tank yet, so yes, that was the right choice. This guy is just going to go straight for Kabul, which we should have had a guy doing that from the start. However, we didn't, and I guess that's a good thing because they didn't expect what we're doing right now with just pushing straight on to the capital. Which gives us a good advantage because now we are on the verge of winning the war. They are not too close to capitulation. However, as soon as we take Kabul, that should change. Boom, we've won. And why is it only giving us that? I don't... Why do we want that land and not Herat? That would be very nice to take all of their land. We'll probably get some event for this as well as we did last time with the conquering of Saudi Arabian lands. But it doesn't look like we have much more room for the Imperial Army. So we're going to turn these guys into the Desert Immortals and strictly specialize them in desert infantry. Gives us a nice selection of desert troops. So we're going to line these guys up on the border with Turkey, and I don't know how we're going. Wow, that is a lot of provinces in there. We're going to push on through to Istanbul once we get these guys rocking out. What else can we use? Probably some stair eggs. I just don't question it. A little bit of tanks would be nice. Not that we have a template in use for them. So we're actually going to start deploying these guys into a separate army. Yeah, we don't have an army ready for them right now. We can stop deploying desert infantry because we don't need more. Let's actually change that out for some motorized divisions. We're going to train a couple of those and some normal Sarabaz divisions would be nice. And maybe a Sepa brigade on the side. So we're going to set these guys up for deployment over here in Baghdad and see how well that army does in the future. Beyond that, the next step would be, of course, to claim Turkey. After claiming Turkey, as you can see, the actual world tension isn't going up so high. After claiming Turkey, we're just going to rush in and take all of their land and then work on more of our army. So we need these guys to be exercising on the Turkish border, and our Persian National Guard can be working on garrisoning all of this. And we need to give them more orders here. Let's not forget. And we are stockpiling on tanks. We don't need to worry about not having a template for the tanks at the moment. We've got 97 army experience, so let's actually unpause the game because we don't need it paused while we do this. And get our field hospital and logistics company in here. Probably even support artillery would be nice. Support artillery is always good to have in these kind of divisions. Logistics company, field hospital, great, and some Sepa brigade needs logistics company, field hospitals, and support artillery. Perfect. So their combat width is not great. I don't know if that's really a great idea to have that much of combat width, but we're not going to be using too many of them as it is because they are kind of more of a larger kind of support rather than frontline troops. German Reich declares war on Poland, and it doesn't look like Poland has much of an army to fight back with, despite taking all of that manpower from those three states. Tibet declares war on Bhutan, which is going to lead to Tibet taking Bhutan. Or at least I expect that to be the outcome. We've got more government modification. We're missing equipment, production of artillery, which we should have had going out in the first place. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So we're going to get more of that going down. And like that. I don't really know how else to line up these guys efficiently, but we're going to do that, and hopefully that works out in the future. So we can get limited rights, which gives us 10% consumer goods factories and 5% extra to factory output. This will give us extra. No, the national unity isn't that important at the moment. We aren't gaining more, it doesn't look like. Recruitable population factor 25%, which would be nice. Political power gain is cut in half. However, national unity is also subtracted, and we get extra factory output, which I'm not sure if that should do what it does in my head, but it actually negates all the negative effects in my eyes because of the extra factory output, meaning we produce more things quicker. I think we'll go for limited rights because it doesn't have much of a negative impact. It doesn't have any negative impact, really. And it looks like Hungary is pushing into Poland alongside Germany. As we can see, Germany is going to win, as usual. I don't really know what to say about that, because it's kind of normal. You usually get that kind of thing in these games. We don't have much tungsten, and that is an issue. But we do have a surplus of rubber, which means that we can cut down on the factories that we use in trade with British Malaya and put them on, well, apparently not. I was thinking of putting them on with the United States to give us more of the tungsten that we need. But we don't have factories for that, apparently. Sadly enough. I'd usually expect that more countries would be trading with us for our oil, but apparently not. We do have a little bit of tungsten here in Kabul, which does help us with producing that artillery that we need. Italy is being crushed by the United Kingdom at the moment, as well as France, at least in Africa, until they... I don't know why they're not pushing into France in Europe. It would be beneficial for them to do that so that they can get them off their backs in Europe and stop them from capturing Rome while they go into Africa and finish the job there. We've got a little bit of research that we need to assign. However, we have hit the 20-minute mark, and I would like to say thank you so much for watching. We're going to put on support weapons, and in the episode here, thank you so much for watching yet again. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you next time.